Hi guys. What do we have today? We have predictions for 8 NBA games for December 10th. So, let's get started. San Antonio Spurs and Miami Heat. The Spurs have been in dreadful form, losing 11 of their last 12 games despite their recent victory over the Rockets. The Heat have been playing well, having won 5 of their previous 8 games. The Spurs have lost 11 of their previous 12 games and rank lowest in defensive efficiency, allowing 121.5 points per 100 possessions and scoring 104.5, while the Heat score and allow 112 points per 100 possessions. The Heat have failed to cover the spread 11 times in their last 14 home games, and they won 12 of the 26 games they played this season, but just 2 of those 12 victories were by more than 10 points. In the previous 10 encounters in Miami, the Spurs are 7-3 ATS. It's difficult to back the Heat because they've been hit or miss all season, but it's even more difficult to back the Spurs since they've been playing terrible basketball for a long time. I think the Heat will lead by 15, perhaps even 20 points at times, but I do not expect they will win by more than 10 points. Play San Antonio Spurs plus 13. Brooklyn Nets and Indiana Pacers. The Nets have been in excellent form, winning 6 of their last 7 games, and they will be looking for their 3rd consecutive victory tonight. The Pacers have been in a slump, losing 4 of their last 6 games. These two teams have played each other 3 times this season. Currently, the Nets are 1-2 SU. Although the Nets have been playing well lately, their previous 7 games have come at home in Brooklyn. The Pacers returned home after 7 consecutive road games and defeated the Wizards. The Nets have failed to cover 5 of 6 back-to-backs, while the Pacers have won 5 straight back-to-back games. The Pacers have slowed down a bit since their hot start to the season, but they are still 19-6 ATS in their previous 25 games when playing with no day's rest, and they are 6-0 ATS overall against the Nets. Neither of these two teams will have it easy in this game, but I have to give the home team the advantage in this situation. Play Indiana Pacers plus 3. Los Angeles Clippers and Washington Wizards. The Clippers are in a rut right now, having lost 4 of their previous 5 games, and they'll be trying to avoid losing for the 3rd time in a row tonight. The Wizards are now on a 5-game losing run and have been in terrible form, losing 8 of their previous 9 games. The Clippers got back their top 2 players. While Leonard hasn't yet attained the necessary form, George is performing well. The Wizards have recently played really poor ball, but it's crucial to note that only 2 of their previous 9 games have been played at home, where they play considerably better. In their previous 13 home games, they have won 8 of them, and this season, they have won 3 of 4 back-to-back games. In this game, the Clippers will benefit from being a more rested squad, while the Wizards will benefit from playing at home. Here, I'll have to give the Wizards the advantage because they perform substantially better at home and rarely lose consecutive games. Play Washington Wizards plus 5.5. Oklahoma City Thunder and Cleveland Cavaliers. The Thunder have been playing well lately, winning 4 of their previous 7 games. The Cavaliers are on a back-to-back. They have been playing decent ball, splitting their past 8 games. As I previously stated, the Thunder were and continue to be one of the top teams for bettors. They have covered the spread in 4 of their previous 5 games and rank 9th in defensive efficiency. The Cavaliers are playing their 2nd consecutive game. They've gotten healthier, but Mitchell might be out again. The Thunder have won 4 of their previous 5 games at Cleveland and have covered the spread in 5 straight. For me, the trend, the rest advantage, and the possibility of not seeing Donovan Mitchell in this game are more than enough reasons to choose the guest team in free buckets. Play Oklahoma City Thunder plus 7. Dallas Mavericks and Chicago Bulls. The Mavericks are on a roll, having won 4 of their last 6 games. The Bulls have split their previous 8 games and are in decent shape. This is the 2nd game in a row for the Mavericks, and the 3rd in 4 nights, including travel. They are coming off a disappointing home defeat to the Bucks, which they should not have lost. The Chicago Bulls are rested, nearly fully healthy, and playing at home. This season, the Bulls won 6 of 11 home games and looked solid on their home floor. The Mavericks have dropped 8 of their previous 11 away games. They have failed to cover the spread in 4 of their previous 5 back-to-back games, scoring 3 points less than their average and allowing 3 points more. In the previous 5 encounters in Chicago, the Mavericks are 1-4 ATS. Play Chicago Bulls minus 1. Boston Celtics and Golden State Warriors. The Celtics are on a roll right now, having won 8 of their last 9 games, and they'll be looking for a 4th straight victory tonight. The Warriors have been playing well recently, winning 5 of their last 8 games, but here they will be hoping to avoid a 3rd straight loss. The Celtics are playing their best basketball in a decade. I'm not sure how long they'll survive at this pace, but they look great right now. The Warriors are a better team than the Celtics, but I don't think they're in better form right now for this game. They have won 9 of their last 11 games at home, but they are not playing as convincingly as they did at the end of last season. They haven't met expectations in their first 26 games, so if they want to contend for consecutive championships, they'll need to start fitting the puzzle pieces together right now. I think the Celtics will go to great lengths to win this game to avenge their loss in the NBA Finals last season, but I'm not sure if they'll be successful. Play Boston Celtics and Golden State Warriors over 232.5. Utah Jazz and Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets have won 6 of their previous 10 games, showing their good recent form. With 3 victories in their last 5 games, the Jazz have been in decent form. For the Jazz, this spot is back-to-back plus travel. Although the Jazz have been playing well since the start of the season, this will be a very difficult game for them, but they covered the spread in 4 of their last 7 road games. The Nuggets are rested and playing at home, where they have an average victory margin of 9.7 points, where they shoot 50.8% from the floor, and where they won in 6 of their 9 games. They have been the more reliable team, and I believe they would have gained a lot of inspiration from their dramatic victory over the Trailblazers. In the last 6 games in Denver, the Jazz covered the spread in 4 of them. Although this line appears pretty high, it is entirely justifiable if Markkanen does not play. On the assumption that Markkanen will be available for the Jazz here, I will make my prediction for this game. Keep an eye on this. Play Utah Jazz +8. Minnesota Timberwolves and Portland Trailblazers. The Timberwolves have been playing well lately, winning 8 of their last 12 games overall, and they'll be going for a 3rd consecutive win today. Since losing 8 of their previous 11, the Trailblazers have been in a serious funk. This is the 2nd game in a row for the Timberwolves. I've supported the Timberwolves since the start of the season, but they have totally let me down. Even if they do significantly better now that Karl-Anthony Towns is injured, that's still not good enough. The Trailblazers have covered the spread in 3 consecutive games, and they rank 2nd in offensive efficiency, averaging 118.9 points per 100 possessions. During the same time frame, the Timberwolves averaged 114.7 points per 100 possessions. The Timberwolves are allowing an average of 125 points per game in back-to-back games. After a painful loss to the Nuggets, I think the Blazers will be desperate to win at home. I expect the Blazers to win here, but I'm not sure that can cover the spread. Play Minnesota Timberwolves and Portland Trailblazers over 230.5. Guys, that would be all. See you tomorrow.